Hello, my name is Lindsey Temaat, and we are here to discuss the election campaign for UMKC SGA president. What are some of the issues that are most important to you that you're running on?
So I am running on campus sustainability. I'm running on getting more students involved in SGA, as well as finding a better way to reimagine the current resources we have under COVID-19 and just advocating for better contracts for student housing. A lot of these issues are things that have either affected me directly or affected one of my running mates directly, or something that we have saw happen to our peers and to our friends, and that we feel like are issues that could easily be solved. Campus sustainability is something that is very close to my heart. One of the things that we're advocating for with campus sustainability is perhaps pushing the dining hall to consider getting either compostable or biodegradable like plates and silverware because of all the plastic that we use. We understand that it's because of COVID that we need to do these measures to keep students safe and that it has to be single use, but we think that there's a different way that we can do single use. And then also advocating for more bag recycling on campus. I was part of a student group a few years ago that worked with the bookstore to get the bag recycling bin that we have in the bookstore right now, which was really cool to get done. But unfortunately, that bag recycling bin in the bookstore is only for UMKC bags. And there's only one. That's the only one that we have on campus. And so we think that we can talk to the school about getting more bag recycling bins, but for like any kind of bag that we have, whether that's like a bag from like Baja Fresh or a bag from the Smart Market or from the dining hall, and get them placed on more places in campus because we do have recycling almost everywhere on campus for like cans and bottles and stuff like that, but we don't have anything for bags, and we think there's potential for that. And then with student housing, a lot of us have witnessed incoming students who have come in so excited to live on campus to get like these experiences that we all get, like being a first year on campus. And then unfortunately, because of one reason or another, or because of COVID-19 and how like it has just been so turbulent, especially for the students who graduated in 2020 and then coming into this, they realized that maybe living on campus isn't for them. And like they signed up for this year-long contract. It's very complicated and probably difficult to get out of. And so we want to see if we can talk to residential life about like considering an alternative one semester contract for students who want to try it out but aren't sure if they can commit to a whole year.
I think some particular issues that I would like to address regarding, with the campaign is I do want to address the fall semester experience. I know freshmen, they have had feedback. I just want to ensure that their feedback is heard, is voiced, but also being able to be that bridge connecting, the students' concerns about that class to the people who have spent time really, putting that curriculum together, that can't go unsaid. Working together on both sides. In addition to that, I think what is important, especially with fall upcoming semester, is student engagement. How to get people back on campus. I think that's a high priority item, as well as how are we going to get students to come back to on campus? How are we going to get them engaged? And how can we implement different community service aspects as well as professional development to prepare me, my peers, both upperclassmen and lowerclassmen for the future, for what comes after UMKC. I think an alternative to consider to kind of impact and so that their students can see impact from that area in regards to community service is having a volunteer hour requirement. So similarly to high school, where there's 10 hours of community service as a requirement to some high schools, I think it would be beneficial if rather than having, yes, we can still offer and have the fall semester experience. I think it would be also beneficial to have an alternative to that. So in that alternative is to implement community service, something that students can work on before graduation. So if we require 10 volunteer hours, 10 community service hours before graduation for all students, if they come in as a freshman, they have 4 years to do that. So that comes out to be 2.5 hours of community service per student per year, which probably isn't a lot, right? 3 hours out of the whole year.
If you just have a message or anything that you want to say in closing to the student body watching this, go ahead.
My message to everyone is that here at UMKC, we all can be a difference. I want to be a student president that's able to voice the concerns of the students And in today's environment, with the challenges that we face with COVID, you know, anything can happen. We just have to adapt. We have to overcome. And my message of me intending to strengthen, whether it be student involvement, professional development, and community service, everything is essential to the UMKC college experience. I want to help be part of that supporting cast to overcome those barriers, limiting involvement, participation, and by offering creative, innovative ways of what can be done today to encourage these student involvement, professional development, and community service. I hope that despite the environment and despite the challenges that this pandemic has created, and as we move beyond the pandemic, that I want all UMKC students to feel a sense of belonging, to be for their community, not just in it.
As like part of UMKC Onward, I would love it if you voted for us, but I in general just want you to vote as a student. I think it's really important that you vote for whoever you think would do the best job advocating on your behalf and representing you to administration. Like that's what like these elections are about. It's about you using your voice and your vote to like express how you feel and to pick who you want to represent you. And so please make sure to go out and vote. Voting is going to be taking place March 23rd to March 26th on Roo Groups. It should be during those dates. It should be just go on Roo Groups. You sign in as a student. There should be like a link on the front page that says voting here. And then you just go there and you vote for whoever you want to. But please make sure to go vote. It's literally like 2 minutes max it'll take to do. But yeah, that's all I have.